Well, I mean, I guess the opening statement is there can only be one winner, and I thought my team fought it as hard as they possibly could, left everything out in the field. Tough going 13 innings in the game before, and trying to go 9 or more against a team such as Linfield. But I thought we had a chance to beat them. I thought especially if we could have ambushed them in the first inning, we came close to getting them in the first inning, and then they had the big 4-run inning, and the kid Hadlin, he's a first-team All-American, and there's a reason for it. He kept us off balance. Got some big double plays when they're counted, and the kid's good. And when you got to come through the losers bracket, it makes it that much harder when we're throwing. We're throwing our pitches probably a little more tired, quite a bit more tired than what Hadlin was. But it was a great run by us. I'm very proud of my kids.
Andrew, can you talk about your remarkable performance today? 50 innings, that's just incredible.
I mean, I did before in the regionals. I wanted the ball today bad, so came up a little short in the last game. There's just that one inning. I think I left the ball up a couple times, but that's baseball for you.
How'd you feel at the end of the day?
Felt fine. My legs were sore, but my arm was there. I mean, just gave it my all, left it all on the field. I mean, just one game short.
Andrew, what's it like pitching 12 innings, and then you've got a rest period? I know you all play doubleheaders, but this is on a different stage. You pitch one game, and then you got to walk back out to the mound for a second game. What's that like?
I mean, it's the same thing I've always done, just take it pitch by pitch. I mean, you don't think of it as the national championship game, even though it is. You just think of it like it's another game. You got to go out there and work each batter. And I mean, the break wasn't big for me. I mean, I started off pretty good, then the fourth inning just got to me.
Coach, was there any hesitation putting Andrew out there to start that championship game?
Well, we had thought process. The thought process is how much could Carmen pitch? Carmen's injured. He's got a bone contusion, and obviously you saw in the first game against Linfield he was throwing the ball well down. Thought he could pitch a couple innings, so you get the question of in this stage you put your best kids out there, and so do you start Carmen, see if he can go 2 or 3 innings, and then bring Andrew? Now the rest period is long, and you're going to stiffen up by that time. So our thought process was to keep him going, and then come with Logan behind him the opposite way. And this kid here did a tremendous job. I mean, he's got a rubber arm, and so we thought that was the best way. We did have some serious discussion on it, though. Yes.
Coach, can you talk about how great of a run your team had this season, especially the seniors, and what it means for them to go out?
Well, when you get to the final game and you win 46 games, our record before was 39. And I told the kids after, we won 2 national championships at Southern Maine. This team is as special, if not more, because of the way if you were in that dugout every day since we've started and witnessed the camaraderie, the sportsmanship, the teammanship, the competitiveness, everybody pulls for each other. And I've never had a team like that. And it's been really, really, for me, it's fun. It's a blast. And, for the kids, I feel bad that they want a national championship. And you get so close, and it's hard for them to take. Hard for anybody. You want to win. But I'll look back on this year as being as special as any national championship.
John and Nick, a question for you guys. As seniors, how special was it this season to set the school record and have such a good year and make it deep in the tournament?
Personally, it was great. I'm glad I was a part of this team. I'm glad I got to go out this way. It would have been nice for a national championship, but to play on a team like this, it's the best team I've ever played for, funnest team I've ever played for, and every guy is going to be one of my best friends in the future. So I'm glad I got to play for this team.
Seniors are special. They really, that's what's made our team. The 6 kids are leaders. And they took the freshmen, the Dexters and Levitts and Skates and all those. They took those kids on, and Andrew here is the first year, he's a sophomore, but they took those kids under their wings in a great way.
Nick, what was it like, though, to try to put that first game in your rearview mirror and get ready to play the second game?
It was tough, but I mean, we were ready for it. I don't think we came out thinking about the other game at all. I think we put that game behind us pretty well. I mean, we came out strong in the first inning, and a couple extra base hits, maybe things changed, but I think we only had one thing on our mind, and I think we put it behind us pretty well.
Was it beneficial to have the win coming into this game, sort of keeping the momentum going?
Oh, definitely. I mean, we feed off wins. I mean, we did the same thing in the regionals. We lost the second game and came back and won 3 in a row. I mean, we won 19 in a row during the season. When we get on a streak, we get on a streak. We just came up a little short today.
Coach giving up that 4 run, did that deflate the guys at all? Did you hear kind of the same chatter in the dugout?
Well, when you're going against a kid like Hadlin, it's not easy. It's the 4 runs, the crooked night. We had a game the other day, and the coach talked about crooked numbers, and you try to avoid those. The 4 runs was it deflated. It hurts you a little bit. But I didn't sense it in the dugout. If we got a couple of runs here or there, I sensed we could do that. But they made some good pitches. They made some good plays in the field. We hit a couple balls that I thought were gonna drop. Left fielder made a great play out there in left field, but that's the game of baseball. And we just didn't put anything together to get back from that 4-1 lead.
John, with this loss aside, what are your thoughts on your season and how you guys did this year?
Well, we knew going into the season we'd have a good club. We'd be able to, win some games. But we didn't know how well we'd do, honestly. We didn't know how deep we'd be. And if you told me day one that we'd have a chance to win a national championship, you're playing in the game, of course, right now it tastes, like vinegar, it's sour. But if you told me day one that we'd have a chance, I wouldn't have, I guess I wouldn't have believed you. It's kind of like a fairy tale run. But I'm sure after a couple hours go by, we'll look back on it and just think how great it was to have this opportunity.
What's been hard, we didn't. I knew the team of the field would be good, really, really pretty good. We lost, in essence, our number 1 pitcher. We lost the first week of the year, Chris Bernard. He was our number 1 guy, and Logan was our number 2 guy. And now you find new guys, Skates, Levitt, Richards, and I all during the year thought that our pitching could hold us back. But if you look at the numbers we put up pitching-wise, and then get to a World Series without Carmen, really, and without Bernard, I mean, that's remarkable, I think. And of course, Andrew's had a lot to do with that, and Tyler and Schuyler and so forth.